So, as we are having a 7 fundamental quantities, till now, whatever the dimensions we are writing in the form of only M, L, and T. Is it yes? So now, some more physical quantities will come, where even other things also, like we are having other physical quantities. What is the other physical quantities we studied? Electric current, luminous intensity, amount of substance, temperature. So these physical quantities also will include. So that is also will make some examples and later we'll directly will go. So till impulse we have written in the last class dimensions of impulse. So as we know, what is the impulse formula? Impulse is equals to force into a short period of time, that is what delta. So as we know, what is the dimensions of force? Fastly tell me. Dimensions of force.
L1 L1 T power
Mass
minus 2.
into acceleration. You should learn. You have to by heart it these dimensions. There is no another way. We have to learn fastly. We have to solve it also. Of course, if you don't know, you can write it. So as we all know, force is equals to what? Mass into
Acceleration.
acceleration. So as we all know, mass means what? M1 and acceleration means what? Meter per second square. So meter per second square means L power 1 T power minus 2. So M power 1, L power 1, T power minus 2 into, again, time means what? T power 1. So if you have been done this, we will get impulse. So what is the impulse? We will get the dimensions M1,
L1
L1,
T power.
T power minus 1. So this is what the dimensions of impulse. Next, let us write three things. I will write you. Observe very carefully. All the three things we will get the same dimensions. 14th one, I think that is the 13th and 14th one, angular velocity. So angular velocity, if you have taken, angular velocity will represent with the W. So angular velocity is equals to V perpendicular divided by R. So if you write the formula for this one, L divided by T into L, it will come. Like, as we all know, velocity means what? Distance by time. Yes or no? Speed means, for those, distance by time. And again, R means what? Radius means how we will measure. R means again means in meters only. Yes? Velocity means what is the dimensions? Velocity means what? Speed by time. Sorry, distance by time. Is it yes? Yeah, can you hear me, brothers?
Yes, sir.
So if you have taken, as we all know, velocity. What is the velocity dimensions? Velocity means what? Distance by time. So distance means we can measure in what? Distance means we can measure in what? Meters. Yes or no? Meters means it is actually what? Length.
Length.
Time means T only. And again this R means R again will measure in what? Again it is in meters only. So the dimensions will become L divided by T into L. Now if you write the dimensions, what will happen? Mass is not there. So mass not there means that is what? M power 0. And L will get cancelled. So then L power also what?
0.
0. And T, 1 by T is there. So then T power? Minus 1. So that is the dimensions of angular velocity. Next, you might be all studied in class 9th, frequency and time period relation. Can you tell me frequency is equals to what? 1 by time period. Yes or no? 1 by time period is the frequency and time period is equals to 1 by frequency. That's the formula. So now what are the dimensions will come? Yes, please. M0,
L0 T power minus 1.
L0, T power minus 1. You should involve and you have to make it more faster because dimension quantities so many are there. I have sent the book today. If you'll open that book, last pages you can see around 150 dimensions formed are there. Whenever you are free, you have to solve all the things. Of course, answers are there, but still you have to solve your own. That's what it is needed. Next, angular frequency. So let us see this angular frequency. Frequency or angular frequency, whatever it is, angular frequency formula is 2 pi f. Now tell me what is the dimensions will come. As we all know, constants does not have dimensions. So who is the constant here? Who is the constant here? 2 pi is the, then f is alone having a dimension. So what do you mean by f? F dimensions just now we have written. What is the dimensions of f?
By M0
M
L0.
power 0, L power
M0,
0, T power minus 1.
minus 1. Remember this 2 pi is called as what? 2 pi is actually the constant. Does not have the dimensions. So angular frequency will also represent with the, well, actually it is a W. So next you can write angular acceleration. Not it is acceleration, angular acceleration. So what is the acceleration dimensions? Can you tell me? Acceleration dimensions. Acceleration. We have written that change in velocity divided by time. Change in velocity
M
by
power
time.
0, L power
M
1, T
power
power
0, L
minus
power
M0,
1, T power
L1, T power.
minus
Acceleration
minus
dimensions.
2.
Everybody. M0, L power, T power minus 2. But we are not asking acceleration here. It is angular acceleration. So angular acceleration formula is delta W divided by delta T. Means change in angular frequency, angular velocity divided by change in time. So that is the formula for angular acceleration. Change in angular velocity, change in angular velocity divided by change in time. So now tell me what is the dimensions will come fastly, everybody. Try. Initially you can answer, or I will give you the first two videos. After watching, you'll understand it. Now you continue. Nothing will happen. Yeah, change in angular velocity. What is the dimensions of angular velocity? Check it.
M0 L0 T power minus 1.
M0 T power minus 1. Now
Minus 1.
change in time. Change in time. T. So what is the angular acceleration dimensions? M0, L0, T power
T power minus 2.
minus. So that is what it is. Next, torque. Torque we used to study in actually applying the force. So torque is equals to F into D into sine theta. That is what similar thing like work done. So F into D into sine theta. Can you tell me? So here, as we all know, sine theta having any dimensions? I already taught you.
No.
Constant, sir.
No,
So
sir.
sine theta is always will get suppose sine 0 or sine 30, sine 45, sine 80 or sine 90, whatever it is. We'll get what? Number. It is not the quantity will get. So it is always a constant. Constant does not have any unit. So now force into distance. That is what. So what is the force dimensions? Fastly. Force dimensions. M1,
L1,
M1, L1, T power.
T power minus 2.
T power minus 2 into D. What is the dimensions? L. So which is equals to, what will come, Laksha, fastly? M1, L power 2, T power.
2, T power minus 2.
That is what is the dimensions of torque. Next, moment of inertia. So we already studied this one. We heard this word inertia in class 9th, second chapter, force and laws of motion. Again, class 11th also, force and laws of motion will get it. Moment of inertia is equals to formula m into r square. Now can you tell me what is the dimensions fastly? M into r square. No time period. So then what is the dimensions will come? M L power 2, which is equals to, what will come, guys? M power 1, L power 2,
power 2, T
T
power
power 0. So that is what is the dimensions of moment of inertia. Clear, everybody? Yes. Next,
Yes,
next one, angular momentum. Angular momentum. So if you have taken the angular momentum, the symbol is L. L is the angular momentum, which is equals to mvr sine theta. Now fastly you can tell me, very good, everybody. M means what? You first split the formula. This I can write it as a M. What is the M means what? Mass. M into V means velocity. Velocity, what is that? Distance by time. Distance by time means what? L by
M power
L by
L by T. And R means what? R means again L only. So sine theta does not have any dimensions as it is constant. So what is the dimensions will come first?
M power 1, L power minus 2, T power,
L power 2, T power.
T power minus 1.
T power minus 1. So that is the dimensions of angular momentum. Next, now I won't say you people tell me the dimensions fastly. So take it stress. Stress means force by area. That's all. So tell me fastly. Stress, STRESS. Stress is equals to force by area. Tell me the dimensions fastly. Pradosh. Force by area. A call to Mahalakshmi. Force by area. Fastly. Dimensions, please.
1 T
Sir,
power
M
minus
power 1, L power minus 1, T power minus 2.
Very good. Because force, what is the dimensions? Very good. ML T power minus 2. And area is what? L square.
Yeah.
because L into L square. Yes, Laksha. So now here L and square will get cancelled, and here -1 will be there. It will go up. It will become what? L power -1 and T power -2. So that is the formula for stress. So now onwards, I only will give you the formula. You should tell me the dimensions. Okay. So next, strain. This is stress, and the next physical quantity is strain. Now let me see who will say the strain. Strain is equals to delta L divided by L. Change in length divided by for a given length. Delta L divided by L. I want dimensions, please. So delta L means length in what? Meters. Length again L means what? Meters only. I want dimensions, please. Fastly. Yes, please. Rosh. No, nothing is there. Power 0. That's all.
0, 0,
M
0,
power
sir.
0,
Yes.
L power 0, T power
M
0.
Yeah,
power
M
0,
power
L
0,
power
L power 0, T power 0. So
0.
everything is 0. So this is called as dimensionless quantity. You understand, Rudreswar? So like these things, we used to call as what? They are called as dimensionless.
Dimension.
So that is what you have to remember. So we will get it. Some suppose if I have taken refractive index, do you remember refractive index? Let me take that. The refractive index means we know refractive index means eta or mu will represent with that. That is also will come dimensionless quantity. Let us see how we will solve it by that time. Next, 23rd one is Young's modulus constant. We will study in 11th class. We will get it. 12th class. Young's modulus of elasticity. So elasticity, this is a symbol of the Young's modulus of elasticity. Formula is stress divided by strain. Now you tell me, what is the dimensions, please? Stress divided by strain. Stress formula what? Here only it is there.
M1, L power
L power
minus
-1, T power -2 divided by strain dimensions is what? M power
M
0,
power 0,
L
L
power
power
0,
0,
T
T
power
power
0.
0.
So, which is equals to again what will come? Yes, please. Dimension.
M power 1, L power
M power 1, L
M
power
power
minus 2, T power minus 2.
T
So, strain and Young's modulus elasticity. Elasticity. Both dimensions are what? Same. That is what you have to remember. Clear? All of you?
L power -1, sir.
Sir, L power minus
yes,
1.
yes.
-1.
Yes, L power -1. L power -1. L power -1 and T power -2. Next one is surface tension. See, now I will teach you the formula. When we are studying the chapters, this all the quantities we will get it. Surface tension means formula is force per unit length. Now tell me fastly dimensions. 10 seconds. That's all. By this time you should know the force dimensions fastly.
M1, L1, T power -2.
M1 L1 T power -2 divided by length, brothers, L power 1,
L.
which is equals
L
to
power 1.
M power 1, L power 0, T power
-2.
-2. That is what surface tension. Next, 25th one, electric charge. We all studied in class 10th, electric charge. What is the formula for electric charge? Electric charge formula will represent with a Q. Q is equals to first formula in class 10. I is equals to Q by T. Now Q is equals to I into T. Clear? I into T. So what is the electric I? What is the dimensions of I? We have written. Check it, everybody. I. What is the dimensions? Main physical quantities. Check it. Fundamental physical quantities. What is the I? Current. Electric current. Yes, Laura? What is the dimensions?
Ampere.
Ampere. What is the symbol, Laksha? Check it. A. And T, time. So what are the dimensions? T. T. So what are the dimensions will come? A power 1, T power 1. So then tell me the dimensions fastly. M power 0, L power 0. Next what? A power 1, T power 1. So that is the dimensions of electric charge. So we all studied class 10th, correct? I is equals to Q by T. Do you remember or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
that is
sir.
what. Next, electric potential. We have studied potential formula. You remember, everybody? Tell me potential energy. Potential energy, not electric potential, or we can say voltage. So electric potential voltage is equals to formula. V, we used to say V is equals to work done by charge. You remember, everybody? Yeah, work done by charge. So now tell me work done dimensions, please. Work done dimensions. Work done means what, Pradosh? What is the SI unit of work done? Joule.
Joules.
So
Joules.
energy and work done both are having same dimensions. What is that?
M1 L2
M1 L power
L2
2 T power
T
minus
power
2.
minus 2 divided by Q. Just now we have written Q. What are the dimensions? A power 1, T power
T
1.
power 1.
A power 1, T power 1. So now what are the dimensions will come? M1, L power 2, A power
A power
A
minus
power
1
minus 1 and T power
T power
Minus
minus
3.
T power minus 3. So that is the dimensions of electric potential. Next, resistance formula. Resistance we studied. Resistance is equals to what? Or electric
Voltage by
resistance.
current.
What it is? Electric resistance. So what it is actually? Electric
Voltage by
resistance
current.
R is
V
equals
by I.
to V by I.
V
So
by
here we will take it as small, extremely small. So extremely small means what will come? Whenever I will say it is very, very small, then delta V divided by delta I. So delta V dimensions just now we have written M1 L power 2 A power minus 1 T power minus 3 divided by I. I, what is the dimensions? I, what
A
is the
power 1.
dimensions?
A
Verify
power 1
it. I is equals to Q by T. Verify. I is equals to Q by T. So Q by T means what are the dimensions will come? Q is equals to A power 1, T power 1. Again, this is what? T power 1. So which is equals to A power 1, T power
minus 2.
I think we are doing wrong. I is equals to Q by T, correct? A power 1 only. Is it S?
Sir. Please, sir.
A power 1, T power 0. So
Yes, sir.
we are doing wrong somewhere. Yeah. So let it be. So yeah, A power 1 into T power 0. So if you will make it electric resistance, R is equals to what the dimensions will come? M
M1
M
power
power
1,
1 L
L
power
power
2
2, A
A power
power
minus 2
minus 2 and T power
minus 3.
minus.
T power minus 3. Clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next, 28th, capacitance. You might be heard a fan and all. We are having a capacitor. For a small, it will be there. So capacitance C is equals to Q by V. That is the formula. So tell me fastly now what will come? Q by V is equals to Q means what? A power 1, T power 1 divided by V means M power 1, L power 2, A power minus 1,
minus 2.
T power minus 3. So which is equals to what will come? M will come up, M power minus 1. L will go up, L power minus 2. A will come up, it will become positive, A power 2. Yes or no?
2.
T power minus 3 will come up, T power
4.
T power 4. Clear everybody? Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next, 29th one. Let it be. So many we have. Just I am making you too comfortable more and more writing so that you will understand what is dimensions. Temperature gradient. Temperature gradient means change in temperature divided per unit length. That is what the formula. Then change in temperature. This is temperature. What is the temperature dimensions? Capital K and the length L. So what is the dimensions will come? Fastly. M power 0, L power
L power
minus 1,
minus 1
K
A
power 1
power
and T power
0.
T power 0. Clear everybody? I will notice it in every dimensionless quantity. Dimensions we are writing M, L, T and compulsory. Have you noticed it everybody? Because that is the basic things which we will use. Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is what you have to remember. Now, we all studied some constant. Class 9th, we studied Avogadro number. Class 10th, we studied refractive index. And in higher classes, you are going to get so many kind of constants. Boltzmann constant, specific heat capacity, coefficient of viscosity. Like that, a lot of things we are going to get. So let us see, is it all the unitless quantities or dimensionless quantities or not? We will verify it. Is it okay, everybody? So that is what we will see now. Dimensions of some constants. So we all know constant. In class 9th, we studied capital G, universal gravitational constant. Do you
Gravity.
remember? Yes, please.
Sir.
Yeah, that is that. Let us verify either all the constants are dimensionless or not. Shall we verify it or not? So dimensions of some constants. So please keep hitting and we will verify it now. So either they are dimensions, they are having a dimensions or not. All the constants. That is what. So let us take the first constant which we studied is refractive index. So as I told you, refractive index will represent with a mu or we can represent with the eta. So doesn't matter, mu I will represent. Refractive index means what is the formula? Speed of light in air divided by speed of light in a given medium. Yes or no, guys? Remember?
Sir.
Yes.
Sir.
So
Yes,
speed
sir.
of light, speed means what? Distance by time. So L by T. Again, speed means what? Distance by time, L by T, which is equals to, what is the dimensions? M power 0, L power 0, T power 0.
Dimensionless.
So what is the dimensions of refractive index? It is the
Dimensionless quantity.
dimensionless quantity. Is it clear, everybody? So till now we have received two dimensionless quantities. What is that? This is a constant. Refractive index does not have dimensions, and as well as before strain does not have
Strain.
dimensions. Next, G, universal gravitational constant. What is the formula? F into d square divided by capital M into small m. Do you remember? Force between two objects. Force between
Yes,
two
sir.
objects. Universal of gravitation. Newton's law of gravitation. Brothers, capital M, small m. Distance between them is d. So the force is directly proportional to product of masses, and force is inversely proportional to square of distance between them. This is only called as inverse square law. Yeah, inverse square law. Class 9th I have taught you gravitation chapter. Do you remember, everybody? So that is, so the force acting between them is capital G into capital M into small m divided by d square. So from that, capital G is what? Universal gravitational
constant.
gravitational constant. So that is what you have to remember. What is the value capital G? 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 Newton square meter per kilogram square. That is what it is. So that is only here G. So force. Force means what? What is the dimensions of force? Fastly. So many times you studied. Force dimensions. M1, L1, power minus 1 into distance dimensions, L whole square will come. Square is there. Next, mass is what? M power 1 into again mass, M power 1. So 1 M power 1 will get cancelled. This M power 1 will go up. It will become what? M power minus 1. Next, L power 1 and L power 2. L power 3 and T power minus 2. Have you noticed it? This constant does not have dimensions, but this constant is having dimensions or not?
Sir.
Yes, please. That is what you have to remember. Clear, everybody? For those, that is what. Next. Yeah, please write it. Next, Planck's constant. Class 11th, you will get it. Planck's constant, which is represented with the H is equals to E by F. Okay, so H is equals to E by F. You will get E is equals to H into F, Planck's constant into F. So E by F will come. So E means energy. So energy dimensions fast. Energy and work done both are same. Just now I told you. Yes, please.
M1 L power 2 T power minus.
M1 L power 2 T power minus 2 divided by frequency. Frequency, what is the dimensions? T power
minus 1.
T power minus 1. You have to verify it. Then what is the dimensions will come? M power 1,
M power 1,
L power 2, T power minus 1. Because minus 1 will go up, it will become plus 1. So it will become minus 2 plus 1, it is minus 1. Yes or no? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That is what. Next, Boltzmann constant. You will get it in a 12th class chemistry. PV equals to nRT. In that constant, you will get it. So, Boltzmann constant. So, this is also one of the constant. Formula is PV is equals to K into T. So, P means pressure. V means what? You might be expected. V means volume. And T means temperature. So what is the dimensions of temperature we have written? Either capital K or theta. Do you remember, everybody? Yes, please. Yeah.
Sure.
And this K is what? What is this K? K is what? Boltzmann?
Constant.
Boltzmann constant. So Rudreswar, what is the formula? K is equals to PV by T. That's all.
T.
Now, yes. So we all knows pressure. Pressure means what? Pressure. Yeah, I will write this one as pressure into V by T. So pressure means what? Force by area. Understanding? Force by area into V into T. So tell me dimensions fast. Force M power 1, L power 1,
L
T
power
power
1,
minus
T
2
power
divided by
minus 2.
area. Area
L
means
power
L
2.
power 2 into again volume. Volume means what, Laksha? L into L
L
into
power
L.
3.
L power 3
3.
divided by temperature K. K or theta, your choice. So L square and L3 will get cancelled. So here L1 will be remaining, L1 and L1, which is equals to what is the dimensions? Fastly, we will get it. M power
M
1,
power 1,
L power
L
2,
power
T
2,
power
T
minus 2,
power
K
minus
power
2, K power minus 1.
K power minus 1. Or instead of K, you can represent with the theta. Then what is the dimensions, brothers? M power 1,
M power
L
1,
power 2,
L
T power minus 2, theta power,
minus 1.
theta power minus 1. Understood all, brothers?
Sir.
Clear? So all the constants are not dimensionless quantities. That is you have to remember. Clear? Next.
Yes,
Sir.
Coefficient of viscosity. Coefficient of viscosity actually here will represent with the eta, but class 9, class 10th we will use it for a refractive index. So now coefficient of viscosity. So viscosity is equals to eta. Will represent with the eta, ETA. But class 10th we will use this one for refractive index. Do you remember? So F is equals to eta into A into dV divided by dz. Change in volume for change in distance. That is what? Delta V means change in what? Volume, not change in velocity. And delta Z means change in distance. Change in distance. And A means not something current and all something. A means what, guys? Area.
Area.
And
Area.
F means what? F means what?
Force.
Force. Now formula is equals to what? Coefficient of viscosity eta is equals to force into delta Z divided by A into delta V. Yes or no, Rudreshwa?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Giving now 10 seconds time. Let me see dimensions. Who will say first? Do it fast. Make it fast. Today we have to start principle of homogeneity.
For distance, you can put yes. No, sir.
Delta Z, those formula is delta Z, you can put delta Z, that's all. Okay, you can put delta S also, that's fine. But I'm writing correct. Delta Z means change in distance. Then what else you want?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Tell me dimensions fastly. Force what, Laksha? M1, L1, T
M1,
power
L1, T
minus
power
2.
minus 2.
Distance, L power 1 divided by area, L power 2
L
into.
power 2.
Again, change in velocity. Velocity means what? Velocity means
M
L power 1, T power minus 1.
power
So
minus
check it
1.
everybody carefully. This L power 1, this L power 1 and this L power 2. Both I can get cancel or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. Which is equals to what will come dimensions? M power 1. This L power 1 will go up, L power minus 1.
Minus
And T
2.
power 1 will go up, it will become T power plus 1.
Minus
T
T
power
power
minus 1.
minus 1.
So that is what viscosity, coefficient of viscosity. M power 1, L power minus 1, T power minus 1. Clear to those? Next, molar specific heat capacity. Last one. Of course, we can write so many, but just I am making you practice. That's all. Molar specific heat capacity. Molar specific heat capacity formula is actually will represent with one this either C or we can represent with a CP or CV, means at constant pressure at constant volume. Future you will get it. CP means at constant pressure, at V means volume is fixed, P means pressure is fixed. Specific heat capacity. So formula is Q is equals to N into T into delta T. Okay, so this is the formula, capital T delta T. So N means number of moles. N means what? Number of moles. Class 9th you studied. Do you remember? N number of moles is equals to given mass divided by molar mass. Pradosh?
Sir.
Given mass divided by molar mass. Mole concept. Remember or not? Everybody? That is what?
Yes, sir.
So Q means what? Heat energy. Q means heat energy. N means number of moles. C means heat specific constant. And delta T means, Rudreshwar, can you tell me what is delta T? Change in. Whenever delta is coming, that is indicating
Change in
what?
time.
Change in temperature.
Temperature.
Change in
Yeah.
temperature.
Yeah. So that is what. Now C is equals to what the formula will come? C is equals to Q divided by N into delta T. So now Q is equals to, what is that? Q is equals to heat energy. Energy or heat energy. Everything dimensions are what, those same only, correct?
M1 L2 T
M1
power
L
Yeah,
power 2
M1
T
L,
power
M1
minus
L
2.
power 2 T power minus 2 divided by moles. What is that? MOL. M power MOL 1 into
N
temperature. Change in temperature. K power
K
1. So which is equals to
1
formula. What will come? M power 1,
M
L
power
power
1, L
2,
power
T
2,
power
T
minus 2,
minus
mole
2 K
power
power
minus 1,
minus
K
1 K
power
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 minus
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 1.
1. So that is what it is. So this is what you have to remember. Constants. So I will say you now 3 statements you write. 2 supplementary PQ, that is what? Angle and solid angle that does not have units, but they have units but no dimensions. Do you remember? We have written steradian and radian. Remember? Rudreshwar? Steradian and
Yes, sir.
radian. Solid angle and the 3-dimensional angle. Do you remember? 2 supplementary.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So they does not have dimensions, but they have what? They have what? They have units. What is the units? Radians and
Irradiance.
steradian. So they have angles have units, but no what?
Unit.
Dimensions.
Dimension.
So like that,
Dimensions.
even some constants having dimensions and some constant may have dimensions. And you have to remember, any if you have taken either angle or solid angle, they does not have dimensions. Are you clear, everybody? But they have what? They have what?
Units.
They have units,
Units.
no dimensions. That is what you have to remember. Is it clear, everybody? And what is the quantities does not have dimensions? Other quantities. Refractive index does not have dimensions. And as well as next one.
Strain.
Yeah, no. See, refractive index, no units also and no dimensions also. Do you remember? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All of
Yes,
you.
sir.
So refractive index, no units, no dimensions, but only dimensions, strain. Strain having the units, but not having the
Dimensions.
dimensions. That is you have to remember. That is what you have to remember. So this is all about what is dimensions. Hope you all understood very clearly. Anybody having any doubt, you can ask me, or else we'll go to the next. Now onwards, real physics will start. Everything, mind, imagination is very, very important. You have to be very enough smart. So that is what, to finding the dimensions of a given quantity is. So we are going to make a rule called as principle of homogeneity. Write it fast. Principle of homogeneity. NEET and JEE, definitely 1 4 more question or a 2 more question will come from these concepts. So dimensions, right? The dimensions of each term and an equation must be same. What do you mean by principle of homogeneity? Means the dimensions of each term of an equation. The dimensions of each term of an equation must be same. You understand, brothers? What is the meaning of it? So let us see. I will explain. For example, brothers, I am having an equation of some addition, subtraction, multiplication, whatever it is, which is equals to 0. So now if you have taken, this is one term, this is second term, this is the third term. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Maybe it is different terms, but dimensions of each term is what? Dimensions of each term. The dimensions of this term, dimensions of this term, dimensions of this term. All the 3 sums, Dimensions must be what?
Same.
Same. That is only called as principle of what?
Homogeneity.
Homogeneity.
That is what you have to remember. Next you can remember. Suppose I will say